Okay, welcome back to Parallel Lines Cut by a Transversal. This is part 2. Today we're going to use what we learned with the previous lesson, and we're going to find unknown angle measures. You can find any unknown measure when two parallel lines are cut by a transversal if you are given at least one other angle measure. Okay, and so when we take a look at these two parallel lines of Z and Y, we see that we have this transversal here, and then I see that I have a 6x, and then I have a 3x. And I'm not going to use the same color because they are not congruent. They are same side interior. And we remember that same side interior, that the sum of the two angles equals 180 degrees. Okay? Knowing that, I can find out what x is by taking and adding the two together. So I know that if I take 6x plus 3x, I know that I'm going to get 180 degrees. I can combine these like terms. 6x and 3x makes 9x's all together. And then I can divide by 9, and that's going to give me 20. So x is 20. So we can find the measure of the missing variable. Now, if they want to know what the measure of this angle is, I need to put 20 back into the 3x so that I know what the measure of that angle is. So 3 times 20 is 60. So this one is a 60-degree angle. And 6 times 20 is 120. So this one is a 120 degrees. So I can take what I know, put it together to solve to find my unknown, and then use that information to find the measure of this angle and this angle. All right, let's go to the next page. Let's B, find the measure of angle ADE. So ADE is this one right here. And they want me to find the measure of this angle. When I take a look at all the different angles, I also notice that there's this one here that says it's 7x. Now, one thing I can do is I can take a look to see if there's any correlation with these. They are not corresponding. They are not vertical. They are not same side interior. They're not even alternate interior or alternate exterior because one's exterior and one's interior. But I can use my information to, I can use the information a little bit. I can use this, that these here are vertical. And so this one's also going to be 11x. And these are opposite sides. So that means that this one is also 11x. So these two are going to, the sum of them is going to equal 180. Okay? So the type of angles, they are supplementary. And that means that they're going to add to 180. So I'm going to take my 11x plus my 7x, and that's going to give me 180. I can combine these to get 18x, and then divide by 18. X is 10. So the measure of angle ADE is 11x. So if I take 11 times 10, I get 110 degrees. Your turn. So find the measure of each angle. I have measure of angle GDE. GDE is 4x. And I need to find out what that is. I notice that I also have this angle here of 6x. So try to figure out what the measure of this angle is. Then they're going to want BEF. BEF, that's this one here. And then once you have all of that, they want angle of CDG, which is this one here. Okay? Mark that one in blue. So find the measure of angle GDE first. Okay, you should have figured that the angle for GDE is 72 degrees by taking 4 times 18. Now find the measure of angle BEF, which is the one here in pink. So find the measure of that. Since we already knew that x is 18 from our earlier problem, take 6 times 18, we get 108. So it's 108 degrees. Now we're going to find the measure of CDG, which is this one here in blue. Use whatever method that you would like. I know that these two are alternate exterior, and I also know that these two are supplementary. So either way, you can find the measure of CDG. I use the alternate exterior method, knowing that they are congruent, so that this is exactly the same size as this one. So it is 108 degrees. Here's some problems for you to work out on your notes. Please fill in. Remember that when you're writing an angle using 3 points on a line, that the middle one is your vertice. So in UVY, that is this angle right here. And they want to know which one is corresponding. So when you write it, make sure that the center or the vertex of your angle is in the center of your label. So go ahead and answer these on your notes. Okay, for the first one, I used angle VWZ as my corresponding to UVY. I could also have used UWZ because that's the same angle, it's just a more extended line. It's the only difference. But either VWZ or UWZ, both are correct answers. Go on to number 2. When I mark WVY, that's this angle here. And when I mark VWT, it's this angle here. I see that they are both interior angles. They are on opposite sides of the transversal, so they are alternate interior angles. Now find the measure of SVW. Okay, so I looked for SVW, which is this angle here at 4x. I noticed that it is on the same side as TWV, and so I know that these two are supplementary. Same side interior are equal to 180, so 5x plus 4x equals 180. Simplified, solve for x, that's 20. 4 times 20 is 80, so it's 80 degrees. Using the same information of x for the angle VWT, find the measure of that is 100. When 2 parallel lines are cut by a transversal, which angles are supplementary? We know that adjacent angles are supplementary, and we also know that same side interior. So you can write in here either adjacent because they are sharing, or same side interior are also supplementary. Okay, try number 5. Says the cross-country bike trail follows a straight line where it crosses 350th Street and 360th Streets. The 2 streets are parallel to each other. What is the measure of the longer angle formed by the intersection of the bike trail and 360th Street? And please explain. Okay, I highlighted these in so it's a little easier to see. So here's your 2 parallel lines. 350th Street, 360th Street, and here is your transversal, which is the cross-country bright bike trail. Okay, and they're telling us that at this angle it's 48 degrees. And they want to know what is the measure of the larger angle formed at the intersection of the bike trail and 360th Street. So the one that they're looking for is this one right here. What kind of angles are these two? And if you said same side interior, and we know that those are equal to 180, you are correct. So if we take 48 plus our unknown, and we know that it's going to equal 180, solve to find x. So x is equal to 76. If you have any questions, please make sure you see your teacher. Thank you.